I'm interested in life, and I'm interested in sort of what's happening politically in the world, and I'm responding to that. I can't see the point of making art if it doesn't have a value in that sense, and that it communicates something to the world about you know, who we are and where we are and potentially where we're going. I combine art, documentary, film as a way of developing stories. Often my projects are about glimpses into worlds, geopolitical worlds that are quite volatile, and how that impacts on the people.
I think what Susan is doing is really dwelling on things. You get these long shots that really allow the mind to meander. You know, you won't just see shock horror. What you get is more of a sense of just the camera being left to run, to really observe in a very natural setting. I think what she manages to do is, in a sense, put together technology, the man-made and the industrial, next to this sense of place and being and spirituality. And I think in particular her work Transit really reflects this.
I started making Transit in 2010, and I wanted to engage with the Japanese Aerospace Agency and went up to numerous satellite launches. Right from the beginning I was always curious about the Japanese psyche. I never wanted to treat Japan as an exotic place. I was interested in coming at it through their technology, trying to work out a culture that had suffered from the bomb. But I also was curious about this volcano, which is in the south. I got this fantastic shot of the volcano erupting. And then what happened was a great east earthquake, and everything changed. And I instantly found myself wanting to pursue the story in greater ways. So I went to interview this shaman, Yoshimura Higa, an indigenous man on the island. He believed that the natural world, through traditional indigenous knowledge, was the way to save the world. And I felt that he was a great thread to combining all these elements within the work.
Transit became a very important work for us to acquire because it doesn't leave the past behind. It doesn't leave certain traditions, certain viewpoints behind. I mean, at the heart of this is a shaman, and yet we're looking at satellites being put into space.
I think it's interesting to have this type of film actually here at the Tate, because it's covering ground that we're all facing today, like issues around nuclear energy, nuclear weapons, climate change, overpopulation. You know, who's going to survive the future in many ways?